Hey, happy Christmas. It's that time of year where all the decorations went up and I robbed a few of them for outside here. Brighten things up a bit of tinsel. And we are going to kick things off tonight with Galway Bay Brewery's Oregon Grown IPA with Amarillo, Azacca and Summit. Up next. And then hey, welcome back to Views on Brews. I am Brendan, and this beer is another one from Galway Bay Brewery in this sort of new can design wrap that they have. Take a look at the can there. It's 6%, which is a really nice area to have American hopped IPAs in. I like their American style IPAs to be a bit more malty, to hold up a bit of the malt ends and compete a little bit, or at least keep in the balance with all those hops. Amarillo is going to have really nice tropical flavors in it and a bit of stone fruit and or that kind of thing. Azacca, we know, is going to have, what's that going to have? Like mango, tropical fruits, bit of citrus going on. Summit hops, they are a bittering hop, and they're in the high alpha acid range of like 16+%, meaning that they're used probably in the bittering in this, meaning that this is probably going to be a bitter IPA, which I hope it is, because that's the kind of IPAs I like. West Coast IPAs are my favorite. But I don't know, maybe it's not like that at all. Maybe they've used Summit at the end. Maybe they've dry hopped with it. I don't know. I don't think so, but we're going to see. Anyway, it does say there's wheat in here and a bit of dextrose, so they've bumped up the ABV with that. And just before I open up, I'm just going to read the little bit on the back. Oregon Grown IPA is a celebration of new season hops. This is the second beer in the Oregon Grown series. That's why these label wraps for the can come in. Brewed with our own hand-selected lots of Amarillo. Okay, maybe it's hops of brewed with our own hand-selected lots, I'll get it, of Amarillo, Azacca and Summit hops. In addition to big whirlpool and dry hop additions, we also hop this beer every 10 minutes of the boil to 100 IBUs. That's bitter, so it is going to be bitter, and I'm delighted about that. 100 IBUs is a lot of IBUs in any kind of a beer. With intense citrus aromatics. Aromatics, I'll explain. A pleasing dry finish and firm West Coast bitterness. Drink fresh. I'm going to throw my hat in and say I'm going to love this beer. I just know I am, because I love West Coast IPAs. The Summit hops, they have, when you smell them fresh, they can smell garlicky and oniony, and then that sort of dissipates when you actually go to use them. But some people, let's say, they're a bit spicy, a bit peppery. And on the back here it says aromatics with intense citrus aromatics. I bet the aromatic refers to the Summit hop element of this beer. Anyway, 6% West Coast IPA from Galway Bay Brewery, which I absolutely love. There's a bit of wheat in here. It's going to be hazy. It's dry hopped. You know, what's not to love about a beer like that? Yeah, again, it's one of those hazy, unfiltered, unpasteurized, bit hazy, a bit murky to see through the beer, but a brilliant white, thick, shaven foam, sort of head of foam there. And it's got that sort of signature gold color to it, and the wheat helps it along in that respect. Anyway, cheers, Slancher. I'm going to get into this. Really fruit juicy on the nose. Lots of mango on the nose. The beer is a bit cold. Oh yeah, huge amounts of mango on the nose on this beer. And it's not often when you get a tropical IPA, tropical hopped IPA, you usually get a whole bunch of different tropical things out of it. You know, like pineapple, guava, papaya, passion fruit, mango. You know, all these types of things. But this one has just a very definite mango element, just like if you opened up a carton of mango puree and smelt it. Anyway, that's lovely. Oh yeah, beautiful. Cheers, Sláinte. I'm going to give this one a go. Oh yeah, intense bitterness, like a piney bitterness, but resinous more than pine. Yeah, light on the pine, heavy on the resin. And then all those tropical fruits coming right through. There is a little bit of a spiciness to one of the hops in there. That must be the Summit. A really well and strongly bittered beer. It's got a really intense profile to it. Like the hops they're really bold and brash, and I think the Summit hops must be something to do with that. Now, they hand selected the Amarillo, Azacca and a Summit, and they are just absolutely mountains of all of those hops in there. There's kind of like like on the nose it was like mango, but when you drink it there's quite a bit of the Amarillo coming through. There's a bit of a stone fruity kind of peachy element to it, maybe orange, maybe a bit of tangerine there. And then I don't know if I'm getting, I don't want to plant the seed of garlic or onion, and maybe there's something like that in there. But it's aromatic, and it is aromatic, and it says that on the tin. Summit hops do that. We know they do that because they're really high in alpha acids, and it's just one of those unique hop profiles. I do get a bit of garlic going on in there, actually. Like, yeah, like it's pungent. The hops are pungent. They're really strong. And again, I have to attribute that to Summit hops. I know what Amarillo hops are like. I know what Azacca hops are like. Summit hops I've had in beers, but I've not really picked them apart too much. So now that I'm having them in this beer with the other two hops, I can tell the difference. So there's like an aromatic pungency to the beer. And yeah, you could definitely say it's more vegetable, more, you know, like pepper, onion, garlicky, that sort of vein. Oh, so good. I mean, what a bizarrely wonderful beer this is. Really, really nice. So right up my street. Yeah. Bitterness for days, but not harsh bitterness now. Like, it is pungent, the hops, but the bitterness isn't as harsh as you might think. So, you know, that sort of bitterness that really sticks to your mouth and sticks around forever. This is kind of, it has a bit of a finish to it as well, so that's nice. Nice big body on the beer, 6%. Mountains of carbonation, head's perfect, the flavours are perfect, the aromas are really nice. It's an interesting beer, especially if you know what all of your, you know, your Cascades, Centennials, all your basic hops that are like, but you're not really sure what Summit is like in a hopped beer. This is a good example of what it does for their overall hop profile. It just gives it a really aromatic pungency that is slightly removed from tropical and citrus. It's a spiciness. It's like a, you know, there's notes of Yeah, on the nose it's still mango. There's garlic in this. It's garlicky. I like it. I really like this beer. Anyway, that's going to be my view on this brew. If you get a chance to have a go at this, I've had this a little while hanging around, but it's not. It's got until August next year, and it's fantastic. Really, really good. Anyway, cheers, Sláinte. I'm going to sit down now and try not to trip over my fairy lights, and see you. Cheers, Sláinte, and it's on to the next one. Love.